Welcome, friends, in Science Lecture First, Lesson 4 Carbon and its Compound. In this particular lecture, we are going to start with bonding in carbon, the covalent bond. Now, first of all, the atomic number of carbon is 6. That means there are total 6 electrons and protons present in carbon. So, in outermost orbit, that is called as an valence orbit, it has got 4 electrons. It has got 4 electrons present in the outermost orbit. 2 electrons are in innermost orbit. For losing or gaining of electrons, that is 4 electrons would be difficult because would require large amount of energy for forming ionic bonds. That is either losing 4 electrons by gaining 4 electrons turning to 4 minus, or by losing 4 electrons that is turning to C plus 4. That is not possible for carbon. So carbon compounds are formed by sharing of electrons, that is 4 electrons shared by carbon with another 4 electrons to complete one octet. Octet means 8 electrons like noble gases. So it requires to form sharing of by sharing of electrons 4 electrons, it takes another 4 electrons by sharing and turns to 8 electrons, that is known as an octet rule. Fine. So it turns to a noble gas, tries to attain a noble gas configuration. Such bonds are formed by sharing of an electron pair between two atoms are called as an covalent bonds. Fine. So these structure which are formed by sharing of electrons between two pair of atoms is called as an covalent bonding. Covalently bonded molecules are seen have strong bonds within the molecules, but between two different molecules, that is intermolecule forces are weak. What it suggests is covalent bonding within the molecule, that means with carbon with another carbon, or maybe with hydrogen or any other atom, where the carbon is combining with other atoms is having a strong forces, but the entire molecule is not capable of having a good bonding or a strong bonding with an another molecule of the same type of molecules. That means with an another neighboring molecule, it is not capable of having a strong forces. That is called as an intermolecular forces. Right? Intermolecular forces are not that strong. That means they are weak. So due to the above reasons, melting and boiling points are low compared to that of the ionic compounds of what of these particular covalent bondings. As electrons are shared between atoms, so no charged particles are formed. That means it is neither turning to positive ion, neither turning to negative ion. So due to sharing of electrons, positive or negative ions are not formed. So it is a poor conductor of electricity. It's a poor conductor of electricity. Fine. It has been given that, so it is a poor conductor of electricity. Now methane, that is CH4, is the simplest compound found in carbon because it is having only one carbon atom present with it, and the rest of the 4 valencies are satisfied by hydrogen. In this particular structure, you are able to see the carbon is a central ion, and the hydrogens are there here. The one hydrogen is here, second hydrogen is here, third hydrogen is here, and fourth hydrogen is here. So these 4 hydrogens with carbon, so carbon is having 4 electron and hydrogen is been given this 4 electrons, right? So these are sharing of electrons. So carbon shares all 4 electrons, turning to 8 for itself, and hydrogen has 2 electrons which has got like helium structure and satisfies itself. Methane is widely used as an, now this is a property of methane, that methane is widely used as fuel, as major component, and it's a major and also a major component for biogas plant. It is CNG gas also, that is compressed natural gas, in used in commercial vehicles. Commercial means common vehicles that are being used like auto rickshaws and all, and even the cars are being run with CNG, even the trucks are run with CNG. Our local buses, that is, and AMTS bus and all are also run by CNG gas only. So this is a local gas which is been gas which is being used by the commercial vehicles. Right. Next is the topic of versatile nature of carbon. Versatile nature of carbon. Carbon has an ability to form bonds. This is another topic, versatility. What is a versatile nature of carbon means? Carbon has an ability to form bonds with another carbon, forming a long chain. That means it has a capability of forming a very very long chain compound. This property of forming a long chain is called as an catenation. So this property is called as an catenation for forming a long chain of compound. The carbon has the ability to form cyclic or ring compounds like benzene. So it can form a long chain. It can form chains, branches, or ring structures like benzene. Carbon has an ability to combine with another carbon as single bond. That is carbon single bond carbon. That means carbon is having sharing one electron with another carbon, or with double bonds, or with triple bonds. Right. So it has got property of making a chain, ring structure, making with single bonds, double bonds, and triple bonds within itself. The single bonds are called as unsaturated compounds. Double bonds are double band and triple bonds are called as an unsaturated compounds. Carbon has 4 valence electrons. It has got 4 valence electrons and has a capability to share 4 electrons within with other elements also. Other elements, that means 4 valencies has to be satisfied. So it can be satisfied with one another carbon, maybe with two, maybe 2 electrons, maybe 3 electrons, or with any other types of an elements also. So these elements are, that means the compounds of carbon are formed with oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, sulfur, chlorine, and many other elements, which gives unstable molecules. Carbon, being small in size, forms stable molecules with smaller elements, but with larger size atoms becomes unstable. So because carbon itself also is having a very small size, so it is comfortable with certain types of elements which is having a smaller size, but with a large size of an atoms it is not capable of making good bonds. So it turns unstable, and that is why it breaks down. So they turns to an unstable formation. Fine. So I hope so you understood about the versatility of carbon in certain points which I have mentioned. So we'll keep up till here for this lecture. Thank you.